until you are awake, you are asleep. So this one's interesting because if you think about it literally, when you go to bed or you take a nap, you'll fall asleep. And until you wake up again, you are asleep. But I see it in life. I feel like you can go your whole life, walk through your whole life asleep, not aware, not alive. But I also think that, that's the way I used to live, and now I'm kind of like waking up and just becoming more alive, more awake in my life. But now I can see it in another way where, I'm asleep in maybe like music. Like I don't know how to play any instruments. I could wake up in that area and like pursue learning how to play instruments and write music, all that kind of stuff. But until then, I'm technically asleep in that area. I'm asleep in like garden knowledge, like to know exactly what to do and how to make all the plants grow perfectly and what they need. I'm asleep in like brands, like knowing all the right brands that are like in right now, what's hot, what's not kind of vibe. And I think it's just like, as we journey through this life, as we wake up, every single day we get an opportunity every single day to wake up from our sleep and live the life that we want to live. And I see that as a gift and a blessing and an honor to have that choice every single day to wake up and to choose what we want to be awake to throughout our lives, and what are our interests naturally taking us towards. It's just like, the more, I would say for me, the more I get good at things, the more that I start to wake up in that area and start to find the right things that can help me be better in that area. So for example, I love to make coffee every morning, and I've been doing that for a long time. And I used to use like a hand grinder and like a AeroPress, and that was more about camping tools. But with time, I was able to get a coffee machine, and because I used it every day, I was good at it. I actually did work in coffee. It felt right to honor the work I'm doing, and so I was able to buy that and upgrade in that area and wake up in coffee and get to know coffee beans more and get to really know how to use a machine and how to set the grind and do all of that at my home, which I love. Even like waking up to fashion. I feel like I woke up to fashion just a couple years ago. I really didn't get it my whole life. I was like, I don't get it, and I'd just try and buy what if someone that I thought was cool had something, I'm like, oh, that's cool, but really they were cool and they liked it. But now I realize, I've been discovering what I like, and I love oversized, comfy, cozy kind of vibes, and I really love earthy tones, but I've been dabbling in color and just finding all the things that I like, and that has made my fashion so much more fun and so much more free, because I'm finding all the things that I like. And then when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, this is really cool because I like that. And so I'm just waking up in the areas that are natural to me. I'm waking up in the cooking world. I cook a lot, and for the first time I got a Hexclad pan, and that is a really, really good pan to cook food in. and it's completely changed my life. Like, we just have one pen now, we got rid of all the others, and I'm just like waking up to, I really like to work with quality ingredients, but now I'm like learning how to find quality tools and help me to be a better cook in the way that I like it, and journeying down that pathway, because that's what I like to do. And I like to bake and all that kind of stuff, and I got a KitchenAid. So it's just like, following the pathway that works for me, and waking up in the areas that is working for me. I often even like write when I feel like I have something good. I like write it down. Now I used to just like say it and then forget it, and now I really jot it down and keep it in like a docs file. And that's just like I'm waking up to writing, and that's been incredible. Waking up to photography and learning how to just take great photos and how to set up a photo in a frame, and it's been just a fun journey of like letting it all unravel and just slowly wake it up. Waking up to life is the best gift, and I'm so thankful that I get to sleep, but I get to be awake every day. And it's just a beautiful journey. It's so interesting to just think like we have to choose to wake up every day. We have to choose what we want to wake up to in our life, what impacts us, what interests us, listening to ourselves and really wake up the inner inside of us, and our intuition and our inner guidance. That's something that's always there, but I feel like to wake it up, you have to learn to listen and learn to find the techniques and the things that help you go inside yourself and start to really live from that way. But it's so beautiful. So let's breathe together. Until you are awake, you are asleep. Until you are awake, you are asleep. Now as you go throughout your day,